I look like a potato. I don't know, just standing there still just made me think of a potato. Thing about Lead is that he needs to figure out what his power is fast, or he burns out a lot of his options, and we don't know how well it would have worked out if given to other people. Circumvented via training. Yep. I really don't remember where I'm going. Lips. While you're here, could you give me a lift? Could you give me a ride? I think training is the opposite of what he needs, because training would cut down his options. Oh yeah. And he's just fucked then. Lead truly is kinda fucking useless. Where the fuck am I? I mean, I'm in danger. Like if he found out what his power is once he... If he found out what his power is once he got it, I think he could use it well to do things like build a map to path out his paths he can take. He can use. But instead, right now, he is useless. Is he a case of... You had so much potential, but because you are you, it's kinda wasted. I know leads to garbage waste, and that is not where my food quest is leading me to. But it is also important to have these this stuff mapped out. He's a mix. Well, this is a very luscious resting spot. How nice. Hold on, a mix of what? Mix of he could have been good, but because he's him, he's never gonna be good enough, and what other thing mixed in? Okay, now I have to save my stomach for anything else I'm planning to eat. This is very important. The shard hated him because he kept trying to do similar things, which the shard didn't like. But at the same time, the only way to figure out your specialty is to experiment, which shoots you in the foot with his power. So his shard kind of doomed him to not being able to be better. It would be better if it was someone else because he kept doing the same thing, but also giving to others, most would fail as well. Yep. That was a long drop. That was scary. So I guess it's not exactly that lead sucks, is that his power is kind of an asshole. No, no, no. God, piss off. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Get off! Doomed to fail. That lead's still fairly bad, but the power is also fairly hard. That is also come with the mix. But how much of that badness is due to Leet himself, and how much is it due to not easy to work with conditions? Like playing a Dark Souls challenge run while still being fucking bad. Yeah, yeah, I say. I'm sorry, did I manage to stab a fucking guy somehow? How? Also, God. God motherfucking damn it. Okay. Good part is himself, since the shard hated him because he didn't experience most unlike most others thinkers would. Do you think that the frustration at the lack of creativity was also due to the fact that he was mostly doing stuff related to video games instead of wholly original ideas? Like, he's not making anything new, he's just recreating something else. Something he's already seen. Something that's already existed. Albeit not physically, still kind of the same idea as something else. I don't think the shard cared about the video game aspect, since shards probably have no concept of things like entertainment and video games. Not the video game aspect, but the fact that it was not a wholly original idea coming from him, instead of, since it was actually coming from somebody else. Like, he didn't make those stuff himself. Or the idea. It doesn't matter if he saw it from a movie, video game, TV, or simply saw it from somebody else. The thing is, it's a copied idea, not original, not lead original. There are no original ideas, to be honest. And in that case, the fucking lead's power would be insatiable, impossible to please. Also, hi, hello. I'm currently trying to see if these stupid motherfuckers can make me jump up. Oh my fucking Christ, finally. The worst fight I've had all night. So, yes. Yep, yep, yep. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Well, this was a goddamn waste of time then. Julio. Ouch. It's a dumb thing to try to dissociate things you make from how you lived, or you learned from, etc. Tell that to, space powers. I don't think so, since stuff like his golden nature was one of his notable creations. So maybe you can be tricked into thinking it's kind of original instead of being copied? Also have a dislike for the idea of the original idea, because it's also this detracts from art as a collective creation. Not wrong. Absolutely correct. We're mostly just talking about a novel character. As in a character from a novel who has powers. Oh god, it's complicated to explain. You know what? Fuck it. If you want to understand what the hell we're talking about, go read Worm, the web serial of the Parahuman series. There we go, that's gonna be the best I can do. Like, people will give too much credit to directors, for example. Here, the original idea is nature. I don't think nature could invent breast expansions? I don't know, I was trying to think something stupid to say and I didn't come up with anything. I couldn't think of anything good. Nature isn't an idea exactly. And humans are part of nature. Are you kidding me? Pretty packaging of frosted delight. Oh, absolutely. Anything humans invent is natural. In a sense. In a sense, I guess you're not wrong. Ouchie. Fucking Jesus. So you can't make something unnatural. Even though people tend to describe things as unnatural sometimes. Looking back at some of Leeds tech and men, these names are bad. Examples. What do you mean there's a pathway up here? A bad pathway is this. I guess what I meant was humans saw something, say a snake or a bird, and made a cave painting about it. Then they made... Ah, it's this one. Great. Walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in... Snake or a bird, then made a cave painting about it, and then they made stories about it, and so on and so forth, so everything kind of goes back to nature. As in humans became inspired by nature. I don't worry, I'm used to reading long expanses of text. The Yeti Fister and Reality Hacker, those are horrible fucking names. Jesus Christ, learn to, like, read a book. Late. For Christ's sake. Gorman is not having a great time. Gorman is having a toughie. Gorman is fighting a very hard nut to crack. Clockblocker is still a good hero name. I will only allow it because I like him, because he's a good person. Only because of that. Such a stupid name. Perfect name for his power. Doesn't mean that's the only perfect name for his power. Oh my god, that is such a high speed bullet train. I should really use it more often. Oh no, not this. No, wait, this is still manageable. Cool. Perfection can come in very different forms. Thank you for actually agreeing with my point. Even though it's a really stupid argument. Stupid and silly argument. Okay, I'm gonna be drowned because of fucking stupidity, I suppose. Jesus Christ. The superhero name Block Blocker. Thoughts, comments. Opinions. That's another word for what I'm looking for. Okay, just further to the east. Eastward. Eastbound. I think it's stupid and funny in a good way, but I wouldn't want a character named that. Especially if I want people to take them seriously. And with that, you kind of given Relo the point, because that is exactly what a clock blocker likes. Named by a kid who doesn't take things seriously. As in, the kid chose his own name. Could swim under through the tunnel too. Is there a tunnel? I mean, the map never really showed that there was a tunnel there. Wonder if he would have changed it if he somehow survived. Like if he would have matured and thought, well, fuck me, I can't really be a kid forever. I should probably, like, try and find a cooler name. Or a better name. Like growing out of the rebellion phase. I assume there is. It might be a rope there. Map begs to differ. But also, I could take the underwater tunnel. Thinking of a different spot, there are a lot of really fucking weird spots. Perfectly understandable. Are you shitting me? That is just rancid luck, man. Crazy how so many of the wards either died victorious situation or are in the birdcage. I mean, the only ward I can think of in the birdcage is Amy. And even then, she wasn't really part of the wards team. Sophia was imprisoned. She wasn't sent to the birdcage. Hold on. Who? Who is there still from the Brockton Bay wards? I think it's just Vista. I don't think anybody else from the Brockton Bay wards is still alive. Oh, Jesus.